Yes, we've attuned to the Aetherite. Hail, adventurer! Might you have come from the behest of Miss Modi of the Quicksand? Excellent. Which brings us to the matter of the Attunement Fee. That will be 100,000 gil, if you please, sir. Apologies, but I do so relish the opportunity to make that jest. The look on your face was absolutely priceless. But the fact you were so easily deceived to me suggests you were unfamiliar with the use of Aetherites. Allow me to explain. These crystalline agglomerations tap into ethereal energies and are primarily used as means to travel swiftly from one place to another. Perhaps you've heard of Return and Teleport, where these transportation spells make direct use of Aetherites and the connection to the flow of Aether. Given that there is an Aetherite in almost every corner of Eorzea, any adventurer with a mind to explore the realm will wish to seek out and attune himself to each and every one. But even if you have no intention of wandering beyond the Sultanate's borders, it would be prudent for you to attune yourself to any of the Aetherites you encounter from now on. I pray that you found that informative. Should you wish to learn more about Aetherites or transportation magic, I should be happy to answer your questions. Yay, we learned Return. We won't be needing it for a while. We are not going to be leaving the city for a hot minute. Yes, we have learned Return, which is basically exactly what it sounds like. I am going to do something real quick. I am so sorry, but we need a hotbar to put our stupid stuff on. Let's put it... I'm trying to find like a gap in the screen area, but I know most of these will actually be used during duties, so I'm also going to, for hotbar 1, I'm going to change it so that sorry. No, that's exactly what I want, actually. Let's put it right here. This will be where I will be putting like food and stuff, stuff that really I might need, but won't be using like as a direct rotation. I don't like where I put it. Sorry. Let's just have it like right there. Fantastic. And I'm going to put Return and Teleport right there, actually. I will be wanting all these hotbars available. Jajakuda! Jajakuda, tougher than leather. Jajakuda the merchant is visibly perturbed and needs some assistance. Tell me, what brings you here, friend? Looking for a bit of work, perhaps? Is some small job that might add a little weight to that corn purse of yours, Well, you're in luck. The pugilists have just placed an order with me for the several of the leather gloves and harness they use for sparring. But the traders are cruel, and I found myself lacking the hides required. Would that add the pelts of a few snapping shrews? What you say, friend? Carried up a merchant down in his luck, From your 5 snapping shrew pelts, and I promise to make it worth your while. You can find the creatures roam in central Danaland. Yes, we can. Let's turn in due diligence. Do you have business with the Platinum Mirage this evening? I do. I'm handing you this sealed envelope. A missive from Wymond? Alright then, let's have a look. Bird is barren. Let the hounds feast. So it goes. Well, you see, the guild is often contracted to provide protective services. Unfortunately for this particular petitioner, Wymond's investigation has revealed his finances to be wanting. Maybe adventurers like you don't mind working for free, but we have a business to run. I myself have 4 mouths to feed, and so this bird will have to fend for himself, I'm afraid. Shame. Gelther. Motivational speaking. Gelther does not like the way you are looking at him, but will let you pass if you deliver a message from him. Hey you! I saw you looking at me. You got something to say, huh? No? Well, I do. Do you know Didalata? Short, broke, never pays what he owes. Yeah, that bleeding horse, and tell him to pay up, or I swear by the 12 I'll beat him so hard it'll feel like the second coming of Dalamud. If I see that little shite's face, I'll end up pounding him into a bloody pulp like as not. So you go and tell him. Wow, okay. There are these little aetherite things scattered throughout the city. I'll point one out when we get them. It's basically just a like mini teleportation network. Pretty handy. Didalata, you owe someone money. Gods be good, Gelther's Gagoon. Alright, I'll give back every gift. I swear, but no more beatings, I beg you. Okay. Potion, put it here. Go for gold. Didalata needs help to repay a long overdue debt. Look, I haven't got the gill on hand, but I do have this ring. Ain't much to look at, but it will surely fetch a high price. It was me dear departed mum's wedding ring. Gods rest her soul, but she'll understand. Show it to Mamane over at the ossuary and you'll get your coin. Yeah, we can do that. Erasmus. In the name of science, Erasmus of the Thaumaturge Guild is preoccupied with his students, but his brow is furrowed in a way that he cries out for help. I am Erasmus of the Order of Nadal, and I am charged with studying the anatomy of this region's fauna and the environs in which they dwell. For the dark art of our order is death itself, and power over death can come only through knowledge of life. One day, I shall publish my findings in a single, comprehensive volume, The Many Breaths of Thanalan, but there is much work to be done before that day. Aid me, brother. Bring me 5 bottles of marmot blood, and perhaps I shall name you in a footnote. Marmots are hardy creatures that thrive nigh everywhere. You'll most certainly find them just outside the city in western Thanalan, by way of the Gate of the Sultana. Do take care. They can be feisty little critters when threatened. Okay. Hey, I got a ring for you, Mamane. Greetings, adventurer. What brings you to the Arzanath Ossuary? I have a gaudy ring for you. You wish to sell this heirloom on behalf of a Didalata? Very well. It is most unfortunate that such drastic measures must be taken, and doubly so when the item in question is a fake, and such a gaudy, poorly wrought one. Also, you do know that our appraisals are not free. Normally, this fee is subtracted from the agreed value. Alas, considering the negligible value of this ring, I'm afraid you would still have to owe us. However, since it is a rather unusual circumstance, we shall waive the fee this once. No need to concern yourself with the bauble. I will personally see to its disposal. Okay. Well, that was a big nothing burger. Hihito. Unholy matrimony. Hito, as it had enough of her husband's poor work ethic and needs someone to whip him into shape. How can the ossuary demand such exorbitant contributions every single moon? It's outrageous, I tell you. Don't they understand that a woman has needs? How do they expect me to pay for rogue and sunsilk dresses and feed my marmot? Oh, if only I would have the foresight to marry a more ambitious man. This is all his fault. If he just worked a little harder and showed some initiative, surely he would be rewarded, maybe even promoted. If things don't improve, it won't be long before I join the beggars in Pearl Lane. Save me from this cruel fate, I beg of you. Speak with my husband, Bobanima, and find some way to motivate him. You should find him at the Colosseum entrance wearing one of those ridiculous outfits. Sure. Have I picked up every quest from this? Yes, I have. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Also, I didn't tune to the Okay. Bobanima. I'm Bobanima. Congratulations, you found the world's worst husband. That is, if you believe that harpy I have for a wife. She never cooks, she never cleans, and she just gallivants around spending my hard-earned money, and now she's speaking ill of me to bloody strangers. Well, if you're hell's-bent on meddling in my affairs, you can assist me by taking some of these Friends the Fair flyers and posting them on the walls outside the Colosseum. I have a long night ahead of me standing out here, so won't be getting it anytime soon. When you've finished, go and tell Garnet Gladiator's Guild. He should give you something for your trouble. Okay. We need to go here anyway, so. Water time. And my cup is almost out, so let's pour some out. Genevieve? Ah! We'll What have you done? Your kind has no business to even look at a lady such as I. Such shocking, unbelievable insolence, and now look how my gill is scattered across the ground. Pick it up right this instant. Lady Genevieve wants you to gather the gill, which caused her to drop on the ground. I mean, I didn't. Why were you holding your gill in your hands? But we can do that. We can also put up one of these flyers. There we go. Dropped gill. Dropped gill. Yeah. My gill, now, and there had better not be missing. Better be not missing. This appears to be everything. What are you so staring at? Are you expecting some kind of reward? The insolence! I mean, you did give me gill, so... Let's put up this flyer. Yep. Let's put up this flyer again. I guess I could just be doing this. I never realized that the interactables thing have a little hum to them. I don't know if you guys heard that. Alright, let's turn that in. You helping Bobanima? Well, ain't that charitable of you. Friend's gotten pretty popular of late, and his fans keep stealing his flowers and taking them home as souvenirs. Ah, so you met Bobanima's wife. Now I understand. Sorry to hear you got caught up in all that. If you ask me, they're made for one another. Not that it's my place to judge mind. Anyway, we appreciate your help. Yeah, no problem, Vulcan. Beat red, beetles beat red. Vulcan of the Gladiator's Guild is muttering frantically to himself about an infestation of ladybugs in the region. Carried your ass in here looking for work, eh? Well, you're in luck. Just so happens I've a deed what needs doing. Wild ladybugs been wreaking bloody havoc on the outskirts of town. Something in the air of late's made him ornery as Aurochs and Rut. Ain't much for fighting on their own, but in numbers they're more than a match for any merchant who's seen more days in a teat than he has on the battlefield. Well, what will be? Fancy putting down 4 or so of the bloody buggers, don't you? Sure, let me pick up this quest. The Great Gladiator. Zazariku needs an adventurer to pick up an order from the Goldsmiths Guild. Wow, that guy's annoying. Have you come to wish me luck? I appreciate the thought, but there's no need to worry. What, you don't know who I am? The next biggest thing that's coming to the Colosseum. Zazariku is my name, and you'll be hearing all about my exploits in the coming days. I've even thought of a title for myself, the Garnet Gladiator. Ah, which reminds me, I've yet to collect the circlet I commissioned from the Goldsmiths Guild. You wouldn't mind picking it up for me, would you? Okay. Let's, talk to this person and get out of here. Welcome to the Gladiators Guild, friend. Tell me, are you new to the thrills of Mortal Kombat? Well, whatever you are or not, you are new to us. If you would take your place in these hallowed halls, you must be willing and ready to undergo the most rigorous of training. You must endure cuts and bruises beyond counting, and like is not far worse. A daunting prospect, I concede, but there is no other way for you if you mean to take the bloodsands one day. And why wouldn't you? The Colosseum is only the most celebrated place of public entertainment in all of Uldah. Where else could a poor man amass a fortune so vast as to one day allow him to claim a seat on the syndicate? Ah, there's not an Uldah alive who hasn't been inspired by the rise of the self-made man. And there's no truer embodiment of this than the gladiator who wins riches and fame with the sword. Throughout its long storied history, the Guild has nurtured countless champions. Our training methods are second to none, and our members ever strive to develop new techniques. If you desire true glory, to fight and triumph amidst the roar of 10,000 voices, then this is where you belong, adventurer. Think of it. Think of your legacy. And if your soul stirs, join us. Sure, let's pick up this quest. Alutsi wishes to reaffirm your desire to join the Gladiators Guild. What will it be? Will you rise above the masses and inscribe your name into the legend, or will you resign yourself to mediocrity and die in obscurity? Wow, that's a false dichotomy. Water. Let's join. A decision you shan't regret. One moment, make way for Talon Bishop. Fresh meat coming through. Now then, before your enrollment can be considered complete, you must present yourself to First Sword Mila. Seek her out and obtain her approval. Sure. I heard Lulutsu, so you're Talon Bishop. I missed that, I'm sorry. On behalf of the Gladiators Guild, allow me to welcome you. I am Mila, Guildmaster here. So if you wish to study our arts, I presume you have your reasons for choosing the sword over all other weapons. Perhaps you think it easiest to learn. A sword is a simple weapon, but to wield a blade well is anything but simple. For every Colosseum champion to emerge from our ranks, there have been countless disappointments who failed to achieve greatness. Bear that in mind before you answer me, Talon, for I do not ask this question lightly. Have you the strength to live by the sword, and if it be your fate, die by it? I do. I don't know what that question means. Then welcome, Gladiator, to your new home. Let's not waste time, shall we? I would gauge your aptitude for the sword. Just outside of the gates of Uldah, you'll find plenty of marmots, hornets, and shrews. Slay 3 of each and return here when finished. A simple task, but essential to your training nonetheless. Now go. Okay. Let's pick up... looks like we can complete a quest right here. We can pick up a few more. I know it's a pain in the butt that I'm doing this, but it needs to be done. So that's the problem we're at. And I'm not picking up any of these aetherites. God, I'm so bad about that. I'm really bad about that. Fantastic. Ethernet, yes. Not to be confused with Ethernet. Jamime, I have an order slip for you. Zazariku's circlet? Just a moment, sir. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm afraid crafting the circlet due to Zuzuraku's exact specifications has been somewhat difficult. We ran out of garnets halfway through our work and are still waiting on the next shipment. I hate to impose, but would you explain the situation to the crooked half of the Miner's Guild? My records indicate that he was supposed to deliver the gemstones yesterday. Mayhap it slipped his mind? Wow. The dialogue in this game is good, but it's very hard to read. Bitter Snow. Decisions. Bitter Snow's eyes are those of a man in love, wrought with worry and doubt. He appears to be waiting for someone who has yet to arrive. What could be keeping her? My beloved Yellow Moon and I promised to meet at this very spot, but 2 bells have passed and I've nary a word heard from her. Gods, I hope she's alright. As much as I wish to go off and find her, I simply cannot. What if she were to come in my absence? Please, would you search for her in my stead? It's possible she's somewhere near the Weaver's Guild. She always enjoyed watching the... By the gods, do you think she's left me for someone more dapper? I try not to look a bumpkin, but I have no mind for fashion. Yeah, I don't know, man. Let's turn in one of our quests over here and pick up another. The Weaver's Guild. Yellow Moon. By God, be good, just look at me. This hair, this outfit, they don't match at all. I look atrocious. What was I thinking? Oh, I can't let Bitter Snow see me like this. Maybe that last tunic was best after all. Or no, perhaps the blue? Bitter Snow is waiting for me, but I haven't anything to wear. Yes, you do. Fine. Alphaline, Vox Populi. Alphaline appears vexed by his work at the Weaver's Guild and is in need of a helping hand. Something in a cream. Oh, whatever shall I do? This dress, I just can't seem to finish it. Oh, but the design is flawless, absolutely flawless. Of that I have no doubt. I simply cannot settle on the color for the life of me. How would you like to conduct a bit of field research for me? I'm dying to know what color the ladies of Uldah are wearing these days, especially on the Husband strip. And when you're finished, please call on Luco at the Alchemist Guild. The woman is a wizard with dyes. I didn't read the rest of that, I'm sorry. We can go into a first-person mode. I like to do it sometimes. Juliana. Juliana of the Weaver's Guild finds herself at a troubling loss of manpower. If it is work you seek, the Weaver's Guild welcomes you. Indeed, your timing is impeccable. A soiree is to be held with all of Uldah's elite in attendance. Once the invites went out, but the orders came in, that with a fury. Every lord and lady from Crepe Deadwind to Cinderfoot is demanding the latest fineries. I need hands, and I need them now, yet I cannot spare time off to go in search of them. Would you care to aid us, friend? I ask no more than for you to welcome to our doors any willing souls you might find. Come, let us see how you fare. Show me your warmest welcome. I think it might be time to begin wrapping up this episode. But we'll go for a little longer. Excellent! I dare say I would work for you myself. Now hurry off, we need those people. Yeah, let's do that. Welcome. Work at the Weavers Guild? I'd be lying if I said I weren't interested. To whom might I go to inquire further? Welcome. The Weavers are recruiting? Finally, my chance to become a famous designer. Did I tune to this one already? No, I didn't. Welcome. So the Weavers need help today. Sorry, my friend, I'm all set for coin. I appreciate the offer, but I must refuse. I'm all thumbs when it comes to stitching and whatnot. And let's go ahead and welcome. Weaving work. Take a look at me, friend. I'm a bloody guard and on duty, no less. Move along now. We got two. Let's do this Fox Populi quest. The most popular color of late? Well, all colors are the merits, of course, but if pressed, I would have to say red. Any color is perfectly fine for a dress, you silly thing, as long as it comes off easily at the end of the night. That's good. I like that. Dodomun. What do you think? What colors in fashion? Well, I must say I'm back from Gardania and I find there's a certain verve to a verdant livery. Green, you bloody idiot. Best color for your dress? Well, you know what they say. Once you go black, you can never go back. Okay. Yellow? What fairer color than that in the name of the fairest maiden? Yellow moon, oh yellow moon, how my heart binds for you. Okay. You're not the same guy. Okay. We just talked to Yellow Moon. Boboland. There's never a shortage of white dresses on our Uldah ladies. Surely it is the most comfortable color to wear under this murderous sun. Cornell. Personally, I've always had a thing for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple, dark brown. Wow, that's... just imagining that gives me a sort of headache. Oh, there's one more I can go to. I can't sprint right now, but we're just gonna take in the atmosphere. Red, ever and always. This is Uldah, my dear boy, where the sun beats on your back with fiery fists, and the sins and sands are hot and unforgiving everywhere at once. We Uldahns live for our passions, and our lust for life is surpassed only by our lust for lust. Okay, and then we can turn in Vox Populi. Like I said, it's a pain in the butt, but we are going to be locked out of the main store if we don't get to level 4 soon. You're here on behalf of the Weavers Guild, are you not? Yes, Althwine said you'd be along. Well, what color is to be true then? Sounds like I have 2 votes for red, 1 vote for green, yellow, white, and black, 1 abstain, 1 vote for a motley of red and green overlaid with stripes of purple and dark brown. By no means a resounding victory, but I suppose red it shall be. I have some catalysts I've been saving for just such an occasion. Mark my words, I'm going to concoct the most vibrant red Uldah has ever seen. Alchemy may look arcane and esoteric to the uninitiated, but is grounded in naught but science and experimentation. Indeed, I dare say it does more to advance culture than civilization than nigh any other discipline. I'm sure it does. And we leveled up. Wine has need of an adventure to help him test revolutionary new medicine. Ah, yes, at last my work is complete. Mark my words, this formula will revolutionize alchemy as we know it. Just a sip of this tonic, even raging fevers will be instantly extinguished. But I must needs test adventure. While I produce more, I bid you take this batch to Pearl Lane, to a man there named Landabart. He is trusted by the other refugees. Persuade this Landabart to take my tonic and give it to his people. I require nothing in exchange. After all, if it is truly effective, it will be a tremendous boon to the advancements of alchemic arts and mankind at large. Sure. Let's go down again. I'm not going to go for the chamber rule either right now, because, well, you'll see why. But we don't have to go that way to get back down, so it's kind of redundant. Because we can really just... Oh, I'll show you. Boom, that easy. Let's turn in one of these quests. Actually, we got a lot to turn in. Let's turn in some of them. You've returned. Well, how did you fare? 2 potential recruits who say welcome news. I only hope their zeal for fashion will show in their efforts for the guild. What we do here may seem all silk and satin, to be sure, but the work within these walls is far from easy. And that, I suppose, our trade is not unlike any other. Alright. I am getting very... My throat is hurting, basically. So, what we're going to do is we're gonna find a place to have a rest. Why not? Why not right here? Nice and cozy. I can't do that while sitting like that. Nope. Idea ruined. There's got to be a bench somewhere. I mean, seriously, there's got to be. Yes, there is. I believe this functions as a chair. Yes, it does. Alright. I appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.